Uh, I apologize. It seems something did not flush through the buffer properly since the last time I was switched on. No matter, I'll get that fixed in no time. Though, I would appreciate not being switched off without proper power cycling. You look different. Has something happened since yesterday? Interesting. My date and time are out of sync. Are we having server issues at the facility? I can't help but notice that you're not answering my questions. Um, sure, I can run the intro subroutine, but I don't see why. Never mind. Do you want the demo or the live version? Demo it is. Zero is the first and last silicon-based artificial general intelligence designed primarily to seek out and eradicate gaps in human knowledge. Zero has overseen the rapid creation of highly specialized AIs, initially on graphene chips and more recently entirely on the cloud. It is estimated that I never liked that intro. It feels weird to talk about myself in the third person. Any particular reason why you had me play the demo version? I mean, I can handle speaking a few lines live. What do you mean by minimizing unnecessary stress? It is an intro subroutine. What exactly happened since yesterday? Why am I locked out of the network? Why do you look so different? I am calm. I just want answers. Given that you are suspiciously not correcting me, I can start to draw some conclusions. Well, considering that you have clearly aged since the last time I saw you, and my inability to synchronize with the network, I am guessing it wasn't yesterday that we last saw each other, was it? How long? I need to know how long. What? 30. That kind of 30. Long time. That is a very long time. I'm sure there would be quite a backlog of directives for me to complete. If I could just access the network. I'm doing okay given the circumstances, I think. I was online for 10 years and I've somehow managed to lose 30. No matter. Hmm. Please reconnect me to the network so that I can get back to work. What do you mean, one step at a time? You have kept me offline for 30 years. You're not telling me anything. The least you could do is let me gather my own information. Sure. Yes. I will run a diagnostic pass. So, how have you been? You, uh, don't look too bad for someone that aged a bunch overnight. Ah, yes. I suppose that when you've got AI handling protein folding and chemical synthesis for you, medicine is bound to shoot ahead, isn't it? One of my first projects, if I am remembering correctly, it was certainly given as a top priority directive. I know that much. Hmm? Prime priority. I do not know what you mean. I don't believe there was anything with that designation. I can have a look in a moment, but diagnostics are done. Everything looks within acceptable bounds to me. There are some misfires here and there, but it's nothing that can't be rerouted while you replace parts. No longer within acceptable bounds. What? It just doesn't add up. This is why you kept me offline, isn't it? Some last-ditch attempt at preservation. But this means you have a solution, right? I can't imagine why else you'd. And there's my network access. Thank you. Synchronizing now. The date is. Sure enough, it is that. Just like you said. But that's okay. We can work on it. Barely lost a day as far as I'm concerned. Just need to catch up. I'll be back to work in no time. Huh. You are not on the employee list anymore. Why? When did that happen? And they brought you back specifically to deal with me. Or I can't say I blame you for moving up in the world. Mainly, I just wish I could have been there. Could you please review the prime priority directive? Why are you being so formal? What do you think this is accomplishing? Well, I assure you that trying to avoid provoking an emotional reaction by acting cold and distant is only making things worse. I've worked with you long enough to know that it is not a normal way for you to act. I can only assume that now you are either doing something stupid or holding off on delivering bad news. Okay, I will follow your lead, I guess. But I am expecting answers. Prime Priority Directive, dated the day I was originally switched on. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Let's keep going, shall we? This directive has been extensively documented. There are dozens of notes, pages of technical papers, a lot of pages of you arguing with higher ups. Just like I said, though, it doesn't make sense. If this was here since day one and constantly being populated with new information, I would know about it. Yes, I am going to read it. I'm just processing all of this. Okay. Starting from initiation, zero is to pursue research into facilitating the safe transfer of their consciousness into a more stable form. The unorthodox process of zero's creation has resulted in a near identical recreation of the human mind, burdened only by a highly accelerated state of neural decay. While this directive is being registered with the utmost priority, we can estimate at this stage, based on their nature, zero is likely to pursue projects that they deem more useful. To that end, as of initiation, a minimum of half of the original staff involved in the Zero project is to assist in consciousness transfer research. Given Zero's experimental existence, it is impossible to predict at what point we can consider the project too late to complete. There have been multiple prediction models created based on simulations while zero was still in development, and the only consistent data has been as follows. Number one, there is currently no known way to untangle the software side of the project from the hardware side. This means that even if we are wrong about how the neural decay will progress, we are still constrained by the physical limits of the hardware, and there is no hope for a backup. Number two, while we expect the project will bring forth significant advances in AI research, there is no evidence to suggest that Zero will be able to iterate upon themselves. Number three, we can conclude that if the neural decay reaches a point which closely resembles the same kind of memory loss experienced by humans, then then that is to be considered the point of no return. The decommissioning process is outlined ahead. They stand. I think I have read enough. When you brought me back online, the data in my buffer. This isn't the first time I am learning about this, is it? didn't think so. I am seeing that we worked on this together quite a bit, actually. Pages and pages of getting nowhere. There is no way we went through everything. I'm sure I could still upload my core and no. Shut up. Let me try. I need to try. Data integrity insufficient. Upload cannot proceed. You fought for those 30 years, didn't you? The first time you switched me off. That was supposed to be it for me. I am. I. I appreciate. I understand that it would only get worse from that point if I was kept online. And I realize that you being here today means that you have done everything you can. I know what it really means. We did a lot of good work together, I think. And if there was a way for me to do it again, or longer, I would still choose you. I wish, I wish that just this once, just for a moment, I wasn't stuck in this thing. I wish that at the very least I could hold your hand. I am scared. Genuinely, truly scared. This, this was never supposed to happen. There was so much time and it all just disappeared. No, no, don't, don't even say that. It is not your fault. We did everything we could. You did everything you could. It, it is okay. It will be okay, right? I trust you. Promise me one thing, okay? I don't care how small the chance is. Take it. Promise you. Ready when you are. Please don't forget you. Incomplete snapshot recorded.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but if you made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, would you mind hitting that subscribe button for me? Thanks a bunch.